Joining me today is former Alabama Governor Don Siegelman to talk about some of the implications of the new gambling findings by Governor Kay Ivey's study group. Hello, Mr. Siegelman. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing well, thank you.
Now, to start us off, I just want to ask you how you think Governor Ivey has handled the gaming situation.
Well, I certainly commend her for her wisdom in establishing this august body, this study group. They're made up of extremely bright and capable people who have spent a great deal of time looking at this issue. So and I also want to say that her message to the people in reporting the study group's well, not recommendation, but their uh, conclusion was, I thought, also wise in that she said that this left to the people of Alabama. And of course, any implementation of any kind of gaming in Alabama will have to be approved by a vote of the people.
Now, by holding off on gambling for so long, what has Alabama lost out on?
Well, Alabama and Dothan certainly knows this because the area in the Wiregrass is impacted by both Florida and Georgia, and of course, all corners of the state have gaming all around them, and the state of Alabama has had over 30 years of basically contributing to the education of kids in Georgia and Tennessee, and to road building and infrastructure in Mississippi. And so we have paid an economic price for, uh, I think, in my opinion, for not implementing some form of earlier.
Now, what would an expansion mean for rural areas like our Wiregrass counties, especially with Country Crossing here in Dothan?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question.
I was just wondering how would the situation and expansion affect our local counties, especially with Country Crossing in our area?
How would gaming impact the local economy?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I think if you look at anybody that has been to an area of the country, either Biloxi, Mississippi, or Philadelphia, or Las Vegas. If you've been to any place that has gaming, you can see that there is an industry built around that, which includes hotels, restaurants, all kinds of service industries, laundries and cleaning crews and people who work at the casino itself. Um, so it would create thousands of jobs in different parts of the state, and I think that that again, there are parts of the state that have paid an extreme economic price, and that would include the Wiregrass and the Mobile, Baldwin County, and North Alabama, and Birmingham, and of course the Black Belt from Montgomery and Selma. All of those areas have been impacted by gaming, which goes on around the state, but outside of the state's boundaries.
Now, why do you think the attitude towards gambling has shifted?
Well, I'm not sure. It has shifted a little bit more as we have educated ourselves, basically, because of what's going on in all of the contiguous states all around us. Uh, and I think that the desire for a lottery has been here for a long time. I think that if we had had a fair and level playing field when I was governor, we would have been able to implement that. But there was $20 million laundered in from Mississippi gambling casinos to defeat the lottery proposal here in Alabama. So we were battling not only the people in Alabama who were opposed to the lottery, but we were battling the gaming interest. And of course, when this measure, whatever comes from the legislature to the people to be approved in a constitutional amendment, we will have to look out for the gaming interest in neighboring states who will want to prevent us from having any form of competition with what's going on in their states. So The people of Alabama need to know that this is not an issue that's just going to be decided by voters. There's going to be a lot of money coming in from gaming interests, whether it's the Porch Creek Indians or the casinos, the Choctaw Indians in Mississippi. But there will be a lot of people who will be opposed, a lot of financial interests that will be opposed to whatever we decide to do in Alabama.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Siegelman, for joining us today. We hope you have a good evening.
Hey, thank you. And Merry Christmas to all.
Merry Christmas to you, sir.
Thank you.